What's going on, YouTube? It's Johnny Boy here, and today we're coming at you live from Central Park, baby, right in the 70s, yes. And today I'm going to be talking about how your monk physiology can help you achieve more hypertrophic potential. Yes, I think there's a complete carryover between going monk mode and adopting a lot of the mindset and ways of life that the Buddhist monks adapted to in order to live an enlightened life, and how that could carry over to achieving your hypertrophic potential. Now, a lot of the monk philosophy revolved around delaying gratification, not indulging in a lot of sensual pleasures, and making their lives work for themselves and not really being needy, and making use of what they have, rather than engaging in spending stuff in order to have more flashy items or flashy vacations or whatever it may be. And as a bodybuilder, you might think, oh, I need the fanciest gym to make gains, and I need the best top tier equipment. I need that Arsenal machine. I need that Atlantis hack squat or whatever it may be just to propel my gains. But when in reality, you probably don't even need that. You could probably just be working out outside, become extremely athletic, jack, lean, mobile, and strong at the same time. And you could even do some banded work as well. Buy some cheap bands on Amazon. Do some banded Nordics and sissy squats. Of course, it's not going to build your legs like a hack squat would in terms of optimal training and whatnot, or like a barbell inclined angled squat may do. But if you're talking about getting more out of less weight, minimizing your stimulus to fatigue ratio out of your movement, and enjoying your life and getting out of your comfort zone while you're traveling, then I think you should completely be doing that and try to train outside and making your angles work for you. I see so many people being like, I can't train while I'm on vacation because I don't have a gym. Bro, you have the outdoors, you got trees, you got little road stamps, you've got little huts, you've got poles. Look for angles. Buy some gymnastic rings, like $25 on Amazon, man. They get your pecs massive, they get your back dense and thick, they get your arms big as well, and a shredded core when you want to lean out. And you get athletically strong, and there's so much carryover to all your machines and free weights if you're a dedicated bodybuilder and eventually want to go work out back at a gym. So there's no really excuse to train. Now, going back to the monk philosophy, even with food, I see some people like, oh, I don't have this exact item on hand. I don't have that liter of milk, and now I got to go to the store. When, bro, you might have some canned tuna or canned salmon or whatever it may be in the house you can just take and eat on the go. Like, protein's protein, as long as you get your omega-3s in. Amazing for your brain health. Come on now. Having that clear way to think is crucial for life and for longevity and prosperity, If you really want to go far, man, omega-3s, you can't neglect it. Come on now. And so yeah, just looking for what you have, before making purchases can really contribute to a better mental health, because it keeps you utilizing what you have before going out. And that makes you more smart. It makes you more aware and conscious of who you are as a person. Now, obviously, lead to more gains, literally, because you're still making gains, but you're thinking through before making impulsive purchases. And now you might be thinking on a counter argument, oh, that's going to make me overthink. This Buddhist monk philosophy is going to make me an overthinker, and it's going to make me into a sentient being with no joy in life. That's not true. You could still go out to Central Park, socialize with new people every day. I think that's fulfilling. Social connections and daily conversations, that's important to living a long, healthy life. But I'd say that indulging in tons of intoxicating substances because you're anxious, maybe that's because you're overstimulating yourself and you're over purchasing, and you're getting too many items that are not fulfilling you with your daily purpose. Sometimes being creative and working out in new settings and making use of what you have is going to contribute to longevity and a better life. Come on now, like, for real talk, man. Anything is really possible. You just got to open up that mind, be creative. That creativity as well that you get from adopting and utilizing a monk physiology will contribute to a better life overall, because when you're thinking of ways to manipulate what you have and get out of your comfort zone and explore new territories that you haven't been through before, it just opens up your mind and it recalibrates certain brain cells that you aren't really utilizing, and that expands you both mentally and physically. Because mentally, it makes you more creative and innovative, and physically because it makes you try new things and shock the muscles, bro. Muscle confusion is real. As long as you're progressing in new angles and different settings and different progression schemes, you're gonna get jacked in ways that you can't even think about and describe. Oh, but then that means I'm gonna have to do more volume in my training. I'm gonna go over my maximum recoverable volume, aka the MRV, as coined by Dr. Mike Israetel. Man, you're gonna have to push your volume at certain boundaries, bro. When you're feeling good, I recommend going all out, because when you're feeling good, keep pushing, because that's your body telling you that you're feeling good and that you're pumped and you're ready to go and your body's really working hard. If you're not feeling good, if your body's telling you that something's wrong, then you should probably stop and go for a walk or go for a bike ride or go for a swim or go speak and meet someone new in the park, dude. So listen to your body before anything, you know? Of course, we got to recover. Recovery's number one. Take your rest days when needed. But, bro, when you're feeling good, push. That's your body saying push. Like the old school bodybuilders, even though some of them were on roids in the golden era, like Franco Colombo, Lou Ferrigno, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Frank Draper, Frank Zane, Danny Padilla. I mean, a lot of them have said, like, when you're feeling good, push your body. You know, when the tough gets going, the tough gets going. Just keep pushing. Like Billy Ocean said as well, you know? So there's so much science out there. I think it causes like this whole overthinking paradox, which is toxic for the maturing brain and average adult in the age of instant gratification, where everything is so prevalent on the internet nowadays, you know? So I think that you sometimes have to ignore science and just push your body and create new ways and to stimulate your body for new growth. Because yeah, you're gonna need new stimulus over time to really keep on progressing. You have to shock your body, shock your mind as well. Work out in new areas, you know, explore and travel to new places. Then you may think, oh, a Buddhist wouldn't travel because he would feel happy within that he wouldn't need to travel. Not exactly, you know. Sometimes you have to open your mind up to new places and meet new people. Because if you're constantly staying around the same people, then that means there's a problem, you know. There's so many connections and so many people and so much content to learn and knowledge to accumulate. So at the end of the day, if you really want to become that supreme person in terms of knowledge accumulability, you're going to have to explore and meet and reconnect with people that you haven't long connected with, right? So yeah, traveling is going to be essential. That might go against the Buddhist physiology of not indulging and just being happy within and not engaging in anything and not taking in anything, because you know the Buddhist monk or the Buddha, you know, he was living that vast privileged lifestyle, the richest man in the world, and then eventually stopped eating. He started like acting homeless essentially, and he was only intaking like apparently 1 grain of rice as his meal, and he was happy because he was closer with enlightenment and dharma, whatever. So yeah, you're gonna have to travel. I'd say that's one thing against the Buddhist physiology, but maybe gravitating away from substances as well, that could definitely help. Getting out and exploring to open your mind up as a replacement is great. Trying to make use of what you have, like I said, that's another thing the Buddha would do. Meditation, that's a whole nother topic for another video, about how the improvement in conscious levels increases your creativity, lowers cortisol, and makes you an overall better human being because you're more conscious and aware of your actions, and your cortisol levels are down as well, and your stress, aka stress, so that's down as well. So great for long-term growth and hypertrophy. Can't get better than that. So yeah, I think this monk philosophy could be good. And I know you might be saying, but monk mode is bad for your mental health. You know, you're going to be isolating yourself. I'm not talking about that isolation, you know. Of course, it may be good periodically if you're going through some trouble or dark times, someone cheated on you or someone died. Yeah, you might want to just be away and take some time off from social stimulation. That's perfectly fine. Or maybe detox yourself from social media. That's probably much better than detoxing yourself from social interactions. Because then if you're just staying with the social media and you're detoxing yourself from people, bro, people are not the problem. I think what's on the web is the problem, because what's on the web is really curtailed to like stimulate certain thoughts and certain feelings. You know, that Instagram algorithm and social media algorithm is not that beneficial for you at the end of the day. It's all a marketing scheme at the end of the day. That's what social media was invented for. But then it turns into this whole lifestyle thing, health and wellness, there's benefits to that. But I think that you are going to have to find one within yourself and really connect with that inner self, kind of detox from certain substances, certain technologically device and programs, and find your inner calling and inner purpose. And monk physiology can definitely help you achieve that by making yourself not needy, stimulating new waves of creativity, innovation, and that can stimulate new forms of hypertrophic growth, mental health growth, independence, maturity, and this is all important for curating a sound and long-living, well-lived life, So I hope this one helps you if you're struggling. I'm always down to chat it up with you. You send me a DM, an email, or whatever it may be. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, because we can't take every day for granted, because you never know when life's going to hit you. So, Shawnee Boy out. Stay safe. Health is wealth. Peace.